everybody, this is Jay the Nerd, and today I'm going to be starting my weekly reviews of Supernatural Season 15, the final 7 episodes. And today we're going to be talking about The Last Holiday, which is the episode that aired last Thursday. I was so excited for my boys to be back, like so excited. I missed them so much. It's been so long, and this is the first time I've ever gotten to watch episodes as they air, because I binge watched the entire show in like March, right after the episodes stopped airing, and so I never have gotten to watch it live before, as you know, weekly as it airs, and it was really exciting. I'm really enjoying it. I'm so happy that it's back. Anyways, this episode was basically a way to have a bunch of holiday episodes in one, because the show doesn't really have holiday episodes. They had one episode a while back that was kind of Halloween episode, and they had one like Christmas episode in like season 3. But other than that, they don't really have holiday episodes in the show because they're too busy hunting demons to really do holidays, and they even mention how they don't really have real holidays even as kids. So there was never really a great story reason for them to have holiday episodes. But they had a wood nymph named Mrs. Butters, as they called her, who they found out had been living in the Meneletters bunker, and had, when they reset the electricity in the bunker, she was, untrapped or whatever. She was free, and she basically resumed her role as the housekeeper or whatever that she was to the Men of Letters decades ago. And so she sees that the boys haven't gotten to have proper holidays, so she's the one that lets all of the holidays happen in that episode, and she takes care of them and she feeds them proper meals. And there's this really cute scene where she keeps handing them little lunch bags to go on their missions. Oh, and they also found out through her that that the table that they always have their little meetings at is actually, you can use it to track monsters, and so they've been able to get rid of a lot of demons and vampires and stuff like that through that, and she's just basically been a great help. And then there's the issue with Jack, and how he finally has his soul back and feels so much remorse for killing Mary, and he feels bad that Dean has not forgiven him yet. And so there's this whole learning to forgive Jack part of the episode, because if you watch the episode, you're kind of like, this feels like filler. What is the point? Why did they bring us back with this? And while I agree that some of it did feel a lot of filler, it was filler with purpose, because it was filler on the surface, but on the inside it was really about Dean forgiving Jack again and bringing back Jack into the fold of everything and setting up the final 6 episodes where Jack is obviously going to be instrumental when it comes to defeating God, as Billy and everyone has said. But then we kind of start to realize that Mrs. Butters is more dangerous than we thought. Jack finds a video of her literally ripping someone's head off, and we find out that she will do anything to protect her family, and she sees Jack as a threat because he's the son of Lucifer, and so she wants to kill him to protect the boys. And then it just snowballs into wanting to kill Dean because he's been brainwashed by Jack, and how but then she's not gonna give up on Sam when Sam's trying to save Jack, because Sam is her favorite. And instead we get this really gross torture scene of her pulling out his fingernails. But honestly, it could have been a lot grosser. We've seen way grosser things in the show. That didn't faze me. But it's one of those things that you're really just not expecting. I mean, obviously, watching Supernatural, you've learned to not trust a fucking soul, and that anyone could be up to something. So obviously, we were expecting something sinister on the way, but never something like that. And it was a really good way for the filler to incorporate the inner story of the Jack situation, and how Mrs. Butters' feelings helped the boys analyze how, Jack really isn't a monster. He couldn't help what happened to him. He didn't have a soul, and blah, 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 blah. And it leads to Dean forgiving him, and all is well. And It even ends with Mrs. Butters realizing that she was wrong and going off on her own to go back to the woods, and it was really sweet. Oh, and we didn't get to see Eileen, but Sam got to go on a date with Eileen, which was really cute. I wish we could have seen the date. Maybe if there's, with the DVD, we'll have a deleted scene of their date where we get to see it, because I really like Eileen and Sam's little relationship in the show. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed seeing all of the holidays, and of course I was happy for Jack to really be a part of things again, because I really missed him, when he was dead, when he didn't have a soul and all that. And I'm happy, and it was a pretty good setup. And then we got a preview for next week where we finally get Cass again. And if you didn't know, Cass and Crowley, actually I mentioned last week, but Cass and Crowley are my favorites. Crowley is no more, but Cass is still around, and I'm really nervous about what's going to happen to Cass because of the whole, the leader of the Empty basically said, because Cass saved Jack from the Empty, basically was like, I'm made a deal with the Empty that when Cass is truly happy, the Empty will take him. And I get a bad feeling that Cass is going to mention that soon, and I really hope that doesn't happen. But anyways, it's going on a little tangent, but I really enjoyed the episode, even though it was a little filler, and I'm excited for what this week's episode has in store. And I will see you on Saturday for my review of The Haunting of Bly Manor. Bye!